It's like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's like, it's not okay. It's not okay that your small dog wants to bite everything. You as a dog owner have completely ruined your dog's ability to think as an animal by themselves because of you've stripped everything away from them. They're insecure. They're not confident. They don't know how to deal with stress. They're codependent and they're just suffering their whole lives. And the only time that they finally get to relax is when they sleep. And then when they wake up, this whole cycle starts again. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Like, it's awful to do. Guys, before we get into this podcast, I have to give a really quick shout out to my friends over at We Feed Raw. They deliver fresh, healthy, raw food delivered straight to your door. None of that ultra processed stuff. This is real ingredients, real raw, and real good for your dogs. You guys can save 50% off by clicking the link below just because you're listeners and watchers of the podcast. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into it. If you have a small dog, there's a good chance you've ruined your dog completely. Now, I love small dogs. I think they're super cute. And in the future, I may get one. I used to have a Pekingese and Yorkies way back in the day. Welcome to the No Bad Dogs podcast and my second YouTube channel. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to my second YouTube channel. We're going to be putting out vlogs, behind the scenes, and a bunch of short form content that are never been released before. But this is the No Bad Dogs podcast, and welcome. So I had a question from a client the other day, and it was basically, my small dog is super protective and barks all the time. And the reason is because we basically treat small dogs like they're not dogs. And so if you have a small dog, or if you're a trainer, or you just want to learn more about canine behavior, this is very interesting. Now, I had a cousin that we were hanging out with for Christmas, and he has a small little teacup Yorkie. And he had the dog, and every time somebody walked by, the dog would bow, 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 right? Like, small dogs have gotten the name Yip Yappers for a reason. And we're going to dive into that. And I think it's truly really sad and devastating, actually. So as the dog was doing this to everybody, I said, put the dog down. So we put the dog down, and I picked the dog up. The dog didn't know it was, I just picked the dog up, and the dog realized it was me, and it was fine, right? And then the owner, which the dog was protecting, came over, my cousin, and reached his hand out to grab the dog, and the dog snapped at him. And he was like, whoa, what the heck is this? I'm like, listen, here's the deal. You've ruined your dog. You've stripped away the confidence from your dog. You've made your dog insecure, and you've taken away any ability for the dog to make decisions or deal with stress at all. So now you have this little puddle that has no confidence, no ability to handle stress, and doesn't know the difference between being a dog and being a little, I don't know what it's become. And it's truly sad. And so when I see small dogs now listen, let me explain. I don't care. I would pick up my small dog all the time, especially for safety reasons. Big dogs, eagles, whatever, cars, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is small dog owners pick up their dog all the time and don't allow them to deal with stress. They do not allow them to be a dog. Okay. So let's say, this water bottle shuts like that, right? Slams down. And then the dog goes, oh my God, what was that? We pick up the dog. We go, oh my God, it's okay. Now, the reason why we do that with small dogs and not big dogs is simple, because you can't do that with big dogs. But it is honestly, it's something, it's happening right under our eyes everywhere. And it's the saddest thing ever. Now, picture a lady with a small dog that is in a little thing right here. Now, they're in like a little pouch. They're in a little carrier. The relationship is so unbelievably unhealthy, I cannot express to you. Now, you may be watching this going, that's BS. My small dog loves me. My aunt's dog. I'm not saying your dog doesn't love you. I'm saying that you have created an anxious, fearful, insecure puddle of mess. And it's so sad because people don't even realize that they do it. And unfortunately, that's why small dog breeds get the nickname Yip Yappers. Why? Think about it. Why do small dogs bark at everything? Well, it's because we make them fearful messes. And this also correlates to bigger dogs too. It's not as easy to see with bigger dogs, but it's the same type of situation. Let's say you had a medium to large dog and they reacted at everybody that walked by. It's the same situation. It's because we've coddled the dog too much. We haven't given the dog any structure, blah, blah, blah. But the small dogs, it is an absolute travesty. It really is. Like, I hate seeing it. Like, people who are like, again, I would pick up my dog a lot too if I had a small dog. But I'm just saying, if you were to say, how do you, like, for human psychology, how do you create a brat? Okay, give them what they want when they want. Serve everything up on a silver platter, never let them work, never give them boundaries, never give them corrections or any type of stress. Anytime they deal with stress, you take it away from them. Think about the girl on Veronica on Willy Wonka, right? The brat, right? I want a golden goose now. Okay, Mr. Wonka, what's it going to, like, they get everything all the time, what they want. They beg and they say, oh, I want to get picked up. Boom, right? Oh, I want food. Boom. Oh, I want this. Boom. Oh, I don't want to be here. Boom. It is like, from a dog training standpoint, just an animal loving standpoint, it is brutal to see. Borderline inhumane, some may say. Now, from a behavioral standpoint, I'm not saying that you coddling your dog and absolutely trashing their mental health is better than living on the streets or living in the shelter. I'm not saying that because that's probably not true. But what I am saying is we have a clean slate, a fair opportunity to take a little Chihuahua or a teacup Yorkie or a Havanese or a Maltipoo or any of these small breed dogs. Dachshunds are really popular, and allow them to live the life of a normal dog, but they don't get to, because we treat them like little babies, right? And so the reason why I'm making this video is, I've never made a video like this before, but somebody in one of my lives recently was, again, talking about, my dog barks at everybody, I don't understand. It's like, well, you've never once ever told your dog they couldn't do something. You've picked, so I don't want to dive back into that, but it's just something that is, it kind of, it just makes you think, right? Like, oh, yeah, if you wanted to create the biggest brat in the world, think about kids. Think about child psychology. Give me that. You got it, son. I want this. You got it. Okay, time for bed. I'm not going to bed. Okay, that's fine. I'm on a work call. Daddy, work call. Pick me up. No, boom. Like, give them everything and expect nothing. Not make them work for anything, not understand boundaries, not understand consequences is the best way to just destroy your relationship. And then on top of that, we talk to the dog all day, confuse the crap out of them, stick them in this little purse, and expect them to understand how to deal with life. That's why they're reacting to everybody that comes by. That's why when you go into a house and there's small dogs present, bark, 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 they don't know how to deal with anything. A neutral, calm dog will maybe bark in the beginning to go, hey, I'm alerting somebody's here, and then go, oh, it's just you. Oh, you're not an intruder. Oh, you're not going to hurt my family. Oh, whatever. They don't get a chance to do that ever in their life. And I think it's so sad. And I don't think anybody talks about it. It's like, we get these small dogs because of, again, like, if you live in an apartment, you're traveling on the road. I had my neighbors down the road, an older couple, retired, got a small little Havanese or whatever. Perfect dog for them. But I'm like, don't ruin the dog by, and one of the I'll just use them for an example. They called me. They actually didn't call me. Sorry. I was driving down and they stopped and we chatted, and they said that they were working on potty training, but they were also working on leash walking. And the problem is the dog was in front of them, just skating, just gripping to get away. And I'm like, well, you gotta start with, like, thresholds. You don't want your dog to pull. You don't, like, any dog on the planet, you don't want them to make all the decisions. That's the very word. Think about it. It's like letting your kids just do what they want. Oh, a knife. And you just sit there and go, what are we going to do? Heck no. No, that's bad. Give me that. They cry. You go, oh, deal with it, right? Like I don't want you to get hurt. Same thing. You don't want to hurt your dog's mental state of mind by allowing them to do what they want when they want with zero consequences and zero structure and zero control. And so if you have a little dog or you're dealing with a little dog, let them be dogs. That's such a crazy thing to do, to have this animal and just not allow them to be an animal. Again, I want you to be safe with this little dog. I want you to, make sure that, again, like pick up the dog. That's fine. But the dog shouldn't live here. The dog should be experiencing experiences. The DNA between a Chihuahua and a Great Dane is the exact same. The DNA between a Chihuahua and a wolf is like, there's like 2% difference or something. Like the reason why small dogs are yip yappers is because humans who get them want to treat them like they're not dogs. And that's why across the board, that's why small dogs are like that. And that's why they get a really bad rap. And of course, the name of this trademark and all the other trademarks you see back here, No Bad Dogs, just means that, the yip yappers are yip yappers because dog people, unfortunately, treat them like not dogs. And they just can't live life. They become, I think the biggest issue that I see outside of the insecurity and the ability to not deal with stress is the codependency, which is awful. I mean, I see even kids with that, where mom and dad are out of sight and then boom, this waterfall and the emotions just override, where they can't begin to process life without mom or dad. And it's the same. And that's because at that point, it's almost too late, where their emotions is very binary. Mom and dad aren't around. I can't live. I can't survive. Like if they went around the corner to go potty or go grab a water or something and the kid just melts, that's a huge issue. A very, very, very unfortunate, unhealthy relationship with parents. And as parents of dogs, there is no difference, right? Like we get a dog and you can't walk out of the room without them having a panic attack and their cortisol firing off and their heart pressure going up and their stress, and all of a sudden the adrenaline is, oh God, where's my, what are we? Like that is, I can't tell you how sad that is, right? It's like, oh, it's okay, boom. So you are the cause and solution of these problems. Oh, it's okay, boom. Because our emotions as humans override what the dog actually needs primally, right? So if a dog is fearing something unwarrantedly, meaning you leave the room and the dog goes, I can't deal with life. And you go, yeah, you're right, you can't. You are enabling your dog to be a puddle of mess. And it's sad because dog owners out there, and this is really for all dogs, really. We just do it in different ways. We go up and we pet them and we coddle them and we tell them that everything is okay instead of picking them up, which is the best way to tell them you're not a good leader. They should be nervous. And when you leave, they should be disappointed and sad and scared. Like it's a real problem. And that's what this podcast is for, is to really just talk about what's going on out there in the world with dogs. And the small dogs are in for it. And they're just like not dogs. They're just nervous, anxious, insecure, codependent animals that suffer their whole lives. They literally suffer their entire lives because of how humans treat them. It's all on us of how we do it. And then the genetics of these dogs are passed down. And it's not all dogs, for sure. It's not every single small dog. It's not. But most of them it is. You see, like everyone's like, oh, the yip yappers, the ankle biters. It's like, that's why like when you walk into the house, they're and then they're biting your ankles because they're terrified. Because then 5 seconds later, the owner's going to pick them up and go, yeah, good job, doggy. Ooh, good. It's okay. Good. And they get rewarded for it. Man, it's tough to see. Like I have a hard time, and that I think that's a big conversation too, like the difference between a professional and a dog lover. Because dog lovers really don't understand what dogs need, and professionals understand what dogs need, but have a hard time getting results because the dog lover, it's like this cycle, right? Unfortunately. But shout out to all the dog owners out there that trust and listen to their dog trainers that are helping them through these times. And I think, at the end of the day, Dog owners are not doing this intentionally. Like, they are not like, I'm going to ruin my dog. Like, they get this sweet, loving, cute as a button dog they've waited for, they've wanted their whole life. And they're like, man, I can't wait to bring this dog home and just love it and just give it everything it wants and baby it and spoil it. And that is like a natural thing for humans to like kind of go through, you know. And I see it all the time as a parent. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and you know, I give them so much love and compassion and energy, good energy, like all day. But I'm also strict when I need to be strict, and I'm also assertive when I need to be assertive. You know, like, they need to know, like, it's my responsibility. I'm doing it out of love. Like, today, my 3-year-old sprayed my 1-year-old in the face with the hose, and I put him in timeout, and he was crying, and he was like, I don't know why. And I'm like, I understand, right? And I didn't want to do that. Nobody likes yelling at their kids. That's insane. Nobody likes yelling at their dogs either, or punishing their dogs, or correcting their dogs. Like, it's not something that we are like, can't wait to do, but it's something that we know we have to do in order for the thing that we're responsible for to know the difference between right and wrong, respect, and boundaries. Like, that is our responsibility. Like, it's so dangerous if we don't supply that. But unfortunately, with dogs, especially what we're talking about, small dogs, they miss the whole loop. Like, there's, you know, if your small dog becomes aggressive and wants to bite people, it's cute sometimes. People are like, "Aw," like, it's endearing. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's like, it's not okay. It's not okay that your small dog wants to bite everything. You, as a dog owner, have completely ruined your dog's ability to think as an animal by themselves because you've stripped everything away from them. They're insecure. They're not confident. They don't know how to deal with stress. They're codependent, and they're just suffering their whole lives. And the only time that they finally get to relax is when they sleep. And then when they wake up, this whole cycle starts again. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Like, it's awful to do. I want you guys to love your dogs. I want your dogs to feel love and feel compassion and feel joy and have that relationship, but it should not be unhealthy. It's so sad to see when you leave your room to go to the bathroom and your dog has a meltdown. That is an issue. That isn't your dog sad because you left. It's because you left and your dog can't cope because you treat your dog like a baby, and it's inhumane to do. Period. You know, it's like, it's so sad to see. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video because I've never made a video on the small dog stuff, and somebody kind of pointed out the other day, like, Tom, why does my small dog bite? That's why. Stop treating small dogs like Tamagotchis or like little babies or little purses, because they're not. They're animals. Like, they think and they have instincts, and we kill them immediately when we get them, and we just treat them like this little thing. You know, and I made like a joke one time about like pushing your dog in a stroller, and people came out and they were like, "Oh, well, you know, my dog can't walk." I'm like, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about dogs with disabilities or dogs who are older who can't walk or dogs who have sensitive pet. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you have a 6-month-old fully capable dog of walking and living their own life, and you put him in a stroller because you're trying to protect him from the whole world. Like, have you ever watched the movie Bubble Boy? Like, you do not want to create that. That is not a good look. It's unhealthy for your dog. It's damaging to your relationship, and your dog is absolutely suffering their whole life. And it's so sad. And the reason why I'm making this is because people have no clue. They get so confused why their dog is like this. And it all started with my cousin at a Christmas party, where his own dog was biting him because he's made his dog so insecure. And again, I get it. They're so cute. It's easy to do, but so are kids, you know, and we don't let them walk. Well, some of us do, unfortunately, but you know, you see it. I see it all the time with kids, like just being around kids and my kid's age, and, you know, mom walks across the room and the kid has a meltdown. I can't deal with it. That's terrible. It's so sad to see. Now, why I mean, there's many reasons why these things happen, and sometimes it's out of our control, and that's none of my business, but we don't want to create codependent creatures and riddle them with stress and anxiety just because of our selfish ignorance. And that's what it is. Nobody out there intentionally does it. but we do it because it makes us feel good. And we do it because we don't know how devastating it is to their life and their well-being. So, man, it got me depressed even thinking about it. So anyway, hope you guys like this. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Don't miss all the things we're going to be posting on my second YouTube channel. And hit that follow button on Spotify if you're listening to this on Spotify. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.